And what about the fourth
So the
decision that you've
yeah, so
seen? Yeah,
yeah, so the
yeah.
fourth decision, and again, this decision is fourth when you're going to 100 million. But if you were above 200 million, or as you like progress to like four up to a billion, this actually can become sometimes the first decision. But when you kind of need to work your way to this point for when you're going to 100 million, especially after the contribution decision. That
Decision,
contribution,
yeah.
yeah, because that's going to surface a lot of ahas for teams. Like
Okay.
oftentimes you're like, oh, actually we need to break into a new market. We're saturated. Or, oh my gosh, like we need too many, we need a ton more reps. Or actually we don't need more new sale reps. What we need is expansion reps and we really need more there. So like in that contribution conversation, you really surface so many of your growth levers that you're prepared for the fourth decision. So the fourth decision is now that we know who we're going to target and we know with confidence how we're going to turn those targets into opportunities and we
Mm-hmm.
understand where we're going to invest to get more of those targets.
Mm-hmm.
Now we talk
Mm-hmm.
about how are we going to do this over the long term? So how are we going to do this not just this year, but for the hold period, so for 5 years. And so this decision I high level as the OKRs, which is an industry
Yeah.
term. I didn't come up with
Yeah.
that, but it stands
Yeah.
for objectives and key results. And it's essentially gives the CEO like almost like a project management framework for
Yeah.
long-term planning.
Yeah.
And you really can't necessarily jump to number four if you're going up to that 100-day plan without having these first three decisions at least somewhat cemented or somewhat committed to. Otherwise, what ends up happening is your OKRs are, you have like 25 things you're going to try and go tackle. So you
Right.
you kind of
Right.
like you kind of by just by by the effort of making these first three decisions, you've already like started to prioritize for your team where the important levers are that you're going to focus on.